Another chili, let's try it out. And today we're gonna try the Bear Creek Darn Good Chili Mix. They had these on sale at Fleet Farm for $2.99. So we're making a double batch. We're not following these directions at all. These directions are simple. Boil 7 cups of water to a roiling boiler. Whisk in 1 can of tomato paste. Reduce simmer and simmer uncovered for 24 minutes. Salt and pepper and eat. Well, let's add a little bit to this chili. Can you have chili without meat? Can anybody tell me that? It's gotta have meat in your chili. So 1 bag makes a half gallon, so I got 4 pounds of hamburger here. Now, how can you have chili without diced onions? Yeah, I mean, so we got 1.5 onions in here. We're gonna top that in there. Oh, those are perfect. Oh, does those smell really good, everybody? Now, I know you could do the onions first and do all this other stuff, butter or oil, but I want this to get into the meat. Now, in my meat, I did season it with some salt and pepper, garlic and onion, my SBGO. Make your meat to the way you want it. Okay, so we got that right there. And if I was smart, I would have had it already out. Oh, let's get this over here, everybody. Minced garlic. How can you have chili without minced garlic or garlic? That's in my eyes. So we're doctoring this up, this Bear Creek. We're gonna make it almost like the chili that we already have up, but let's see. We're gonna put 1 to 2 heaping spoonfuls in here. This is gonna be a whole gallon of chili. This is for meal preps and me over the road, so we got that in there. Now what else are we gonna put in here? Are we gonna do anything else, anybody? No, let's get this fried up over here. What we're gonna do is just get this going over medium high. And I'm already taking some heat from the family. I said boiling boily, but I didn't. I said roiling boily, and I did not say that. And then my wife's gonna try to challenge me with a red flag, and I don't get it. But, you know, why would I say a boiling when you gotta get this not, you know? Maybe I was talking about chili mix, but I don't get her, you know. Now, when I think of it, I think I did say it. But I said roiling boil. You know.
Rolling.
I said that. But he'd just be quiet in this kitchen. He'd be quiet, I'm filming. So, we're just got this seasoned up meat, and we're gonna get this all browned up. Just wanted to show you, start getting this going. Get your meat done. Now, I should have put this maybe in my big pot because that's a lot of meat in my little frying pan here. I need to get me a big old wok. But I don't have that. So I have this. But let's get this until it's golden brown and crumbly. Since this is so much and it's a little bit too much maybe into this pan, we're gonna be maybe doing this for about 5 to 10 minutes. So get your meat all up and we're gonna go to the next stage. All done. If you look at it, nice and crumbly. Look at all that extra grease. You know, so we're gonna dump this in a second. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put the lid on it and put this off to the side, drain the grease, get the rest of the chili going. As per the recipe, they say standard, 7 cups of water, bring the royal boiling, and put the soup in. There's a lot of dehydrated beans and everything else in there, and that's gonna absorb all that water. So what I did, they got the smoky beef chili. This is what I'm kinda going by, but as it stands, I made up some broth because I think it's gonna taste better. So I went with my secret ingredient. By now you all know about that. Better than bouillon. So that's 14 cups. I made up sauteed onion, and then I made up the vegetable base. And this, I think, is going to bring out so much more of the flavor of the chili. So I made that all up. And now we got to get this to a boil. So we're going to pour that into our big pan here. And this gets a little salty. So what I do is I needed 14 teaspoons to make this up. I only did about 10, maybe 11. And I did 2 of the sauteed onions and the rest into the vegetable beef broth. So now we have all that. Now we're going to get this over here. We're going to get it up to a boil. Then we dump our bags in. Okay? And then we're going to add all our extra stuff in here to make it our chili. So we have diced tomatoes. We have tomato paste to help thicken it up. Now I could put this in here, but I want that to absorb a lot of this. We have light and dark kidney beans to add. We have the meat mixture, and we got some additional seasoning. So let's get over here. Let's get this to a boil, because I'm not going to say it because family over there is laughing right now because they say I cannot say roiling boil.
Rolling.
Okay. Rolling boil.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You see, this is what I got to deal with. And I'm meal prepping for these fools. I don't know why I do it, everybody. Let's get this going to a roiling boil.
Rolling.
Okay, I said it wrong again, I think. I don't know. Let's get over there. Now I double checked the recipe and it says the boiling on top. But if you go down here, it says brown 2 pounds of ground beef in a large sauce. Drain, stir in 7 cups of water, Bear Creek chili mix, and then start putting the other stuff and bring to a boil. So we're gonna somewhat do half and half. So it's not to a boiling yet, and I'm not saying that other word. So we're gonna start dumping this in. And then we're going to give it a mix. So what I'm going to do too, without draining, I am putting in 1 can of red beans and chili sauce. 2, that's what we're going to do. That didn't really call for that, but I'm putting that in there anyways because what's chili without that? 1 can of light, 1 can of dark kidney beans, because we like kidney beans in our chili. We're going to go with 1 can undrained of roasted garlic, diced tomatoes. Ooh, that's looking already really good, everybody. Then we're going to do 1 can of diced, undrained, with the basil, garlic, and oregano. We're going to put that in there. All right, we're going to turn this down to medium right now as we're getting everything in there. Then we have our 2 cans of tomato paste, 6 ounces, because we're making up both. So everything gets doubled, basically. We're going to get this in here so this can get this thickened up. I could have put this in with the broth that I made up to get this mixed up really good with that. But we're going to get this going. Okay, 1 in. Now we're going with the 2nd can. Get all that in there, right, everybody? Oop, some on the lid. Get that off the spoon. Oh yeah, that's turning it a nice color of red in there. Okay, what are we missing here, everybody? Oh, ground beef. Let's get that in there. All right, get that. Now I drained this out. I would say I got 80–90% of that out of there. Now this is going to make a mess. I know this is going to make a mess. I could do this better somehow, but I don't know how to do that, everybody. Let me get something here. Okay. Hold that just like that. Slowly start putting that in so it doesn't splash up. Get that all in there. Oh yeah, everybody. You get a little of that grease in there, that's okay, because that's going to add a little bit more of the flavor. I did add, when I did the ground beef, I forgot to show you, and then I remembered when I turned off the camera, a little Worcestershire sauce, about 5 to 6 dashes, getting all that onion in there. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I don't know how the flavor is going to be, so I'm just going to jump right away with some chili. So I would say that would be about 2 tablespoons I'm going to add to this, just to give it some more flavor. Right about, I should shake that up a little bit. She got a little moisture in there. Right about there. And then I'm going to add a little celery seed, because celery will help intensify the flavoring. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. I would say that's about 1 tablespoon. And then I'm going to put in a little smoked paprika to give it a little flavor. And I'm going to put in about, that's about 1 teaspoon too, everybody. Okay, what else do I got over here? I'm not going to put anything else in there until we see how this comes out. And the flavor, if it needs a little bit more garlic, a little bit more seasoning, now we're going to give this a really good mix. Turn that up on high. Oh, this is looking really good. I see some black beans in there. Oh yeah, that's a good, nice, thick. Make sure you get it from the bottom so it doesn't stick or burn. Good amount of tomatoes, it looks like it's in there. We need to get this really to thicken up. Ooh, that's all. Just found some of that tomato paste, everybody, that is kind of stuck. That's why you bring it up from the bottom up. Get that a good thing. You could put, you know, I am going to do it. Because I just love it. No, I was going to put a little cilantro in here, but I'm not. I'm just going to leave it. I doctored this up enough. Let's see how this is. Now let's double check. It says they add some chili powder in here, but Chipotle. I am having just a horrible time today speaking English. It says, and then stir in 3 tablespoons of chopped fresh cilantro and serve with shredded cheese and sour cream. So, yes, you can put cilantro. So I'm going to put some cilantro in here. I don't have the fresh, but to tell you the truth, we're going to put a little bit of this in here. So we're going to go, I would say that's about 2. We're going to go with 2 only. We're going to give this a nice stir in. This is kind of open, an easier way. So let's see, what did we spend here? We spent 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We spent about 14 to 6, the meat, 14, 2 pounds and 2 pounds, because we got the meat on sale, the ground beef. This is about $22, and this is a gallon of chili. This is going to make up quite a bit for meal prep and everything else, freezer. So we'll see how many we get out of this. So we got to add in a great mix, and then it just says, bring to a boil, reduce heat, and simmer for 20 minutes. Uncovered. So we're going to get this up. It's starting to go a little bit. Make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. And then we're going to turn this down to medium low and just let it simmer and bring down and thicken up. And then we're going to bring it over here. We're going to bowl it up. You know, you put fresh onions on it, on top, some cheese, some sour cream. You know how you like your chili, everybody. But then we're going to take a taste test of this and see if this is darn good chili. We took the smoky beef chili part on the back for another twist on a classic. We didn't do it just like they said, but this is what's so good. This is just a base for us to start making this into a different type of chili. I also made up, we're going to move this over a tad. There we go, to get it more even. We also made up some noodles. We couldn't find the macaroni noodles, so we got the shells. Because my wife loves her chili with the elbow mac, the elbow or the shells in her chili. So we're just going to see how this all comes out. Ooh, this is coming out great. You could smell it too. Okay, so we have it off over here. We have a small bowl right here for us to taste, and the one with my wife with the noodles. Look at that. So we got some cheese. Let me ask, Jane, little shredded cheese on the top?
No.
Kevin, shredded
Yes.
cheese? So we take a,
I am not a heathen.
put some shredded cheese on top of there. Come here, Jane. Time for you to taste. Now, this is the first time we're tasting this, so we don't know if we need to add a little bit more or some more spices to it. Kevin, come over here and try this one. I got a spoon. You got a spoon? It's hot, so make sure you blow on it. Yeah, hot.
No, I almost dropped meat on the floor. He is correct. A little sweet. But not overpowering.
Got a little sweetness. Yours is right there, Jane.
Like I said, it's not bad.
It's really not that bad. It's not. I tell you what, it's got a zip to it at the end.
I didn't.
It does. Here, have some more right there. It's got a zip to it. I would put in, where's my chili powder?
You're on the bottom shelf.
No. Yep. What do you think, honey?
I'm just used to the other way.
Yeah, but
They would make it so it's not as like tomatoey-ish.
correct. It's not. It's not bad chili.
No,
No, it's so good. It's just not as tomatoey
would-
as I would.
you would have to just when you.
I don't know if I'd put more spicy stuff into it though.
No, you would put that on before microwaving it, or
I don't know.
Is
what
it,
I'd
do you
put.
think the spice is good?
Yeah,
It's got a good zip.
yeah. I wouldn't add any more of that.
Okay. Garlic, okay.
Sure.
Well, the chili, McCormick's chili I put on there, that is just chili peppers and other spices include cumin, rich wheat flour. I would maybe put a little bit more of this in it.
let's see. You would just
Yeah,
either or,
chili powder. I just think maybe just a tad more chili powder.
But you add that to.
Now I'm just going to add a little bit more. So that would come out to be about 3 tablespoons. Give that a mix, everybody. I mean, it's really not bad chili. And my wife has the noodles, so this is going to be put in here and then be made up. You want noodles in yours too, right?
Yeah.
So come over here and here. Now try it with a couple of noodles in it. Okay? And see how that is. Let's get this a mix up with the
She
cheese.
finished her bowl.
Yeah.
She cheated.
Well, they're supposed to not finish it?
Here, try that.
We were supposed to finish it with us.
The noodles are going to take away if there's that initial sweetness to it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta play it with the noodle.
Huh?
Play it with the noodle, not without the noodle.
Oh, have it with the noodles.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not bad. It's really not bad. For 20 bucks a gallon? 20,
No.
22 bucks? You know? You know, and then you put fresh onions on top, you know, some cheese, some sour cream. That's even better. You know?
I wouldn't spice it anymore.
Yeah, I'm not going to. My wife says the spicy is good enough. It's got a little zip, but not overpowering. Now, like I said, if you added hot chili peppers or anything like that, you could spice this up even stronger for yourself. But it's not that bad. Originally, it had a little zip of sweetness to it.
But like I said, you put that on when you reheat it. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people do that.
The noodles, everybody, takes any sweetness away. You know, not bad. 20 bucks a whole pot like that? Wow. Definitely have to, I love fresh onions on my chili. That is not bad. You know, best darn? Maybe not. But good. Very good. Let's call it very good chili. Okay, there we go. Very good chili. Best darn? You could add a little bit more seasoning or so forth. Maybe a little bit more kidney beans. That would have been really good too. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. $20, $22 for that. This is 1 gallon. We're going to make up, take some pictures, make sure that's in the opening. And we got to put in our noodles. But not bad. Not bad. Do all that great stuff. Thanks for seeing us. We tried this. This is the first time we ever had this. So I learned with you right in front of you. So you see how I made it. Now twist it and turn it to your way. You know, do all that great stuff. Subscribe. You know, share, like, hit the little bow. See, I can't talk this whole recipe. Hit the little bell for notification. You know, do all that great stuff. Comments. I love to hear your comments. How you tweak this onto your style. And do all that great stuff. Thanks for coming into my kitchen. This is Cooking with me, John. And I appreciate you. We got a lot more recipes coming up. We got a lot more stuff. But it doesn't always have to be so crazy. That's not bad. Until the next recipe, have a great, great week, my fellow cooks. Bye now.